Hello everybody, I'm Zaina. I promised in my last video that I will be posting my video on leaders and values, and this video is all about leaders, type of leaders, and I'm covering a little bit of values as well in this, but I will continue the value level in my next video, otherwise it gets too long. Hope everybody's doing well so far. What type of a leader are you? Every leader has their own values, and their value and their belief system is very different to each type of leader. The value starts from value level 1 to value level 8, which I will talk to you in depth in my next video, and how value system connects to each type of leader. Hoping you all know what values mean. For example, say this is the container. This is our nervous system. The content inside the cup are our values. And then it's the environment in which we live in. So there are three things to this. The cup, which is a nervous system, the values inside it, and our environment which we live in. The nervous system and the environment, it determines and affects the values content, which is what we most normally think of as being values. Now those managers or top leaders are those who know when to change their management style according to the particular situation and based on the type of employee they are dealing with. There are 4 types of leaders. 1, democratic, 2, autocratic, 3, transformational, and phase type. I fall under democratic, transformational, and phase style. I can become autocratic depending on the person I'm dealing with. So the democratic style, and I'm value level 5, guys, entrepreneur, that is. Democratic style. These leaders have meetings and seek teams' input and opinions before making decisions. This may work to motivate employees by letting them know that their contribution matters, which is a good thing. What happens is the employees have high morale, they feel wanted, they feel like they're being included and being part of a team. So it's a good thing. And I experience this kind of leadership style in most of the huge public service organizations, or the banks and places like that. They always have meetings fortnightly, always they get the feedback, they pass their message. It's a teamwork kind of style. Next one, this is the one, autocratic style. And these operate under absolute power and are similar to dictators, yes. Now people in the army, autocratic styles. Now they typically dominate their subordinates and rely on their strong personalities to force others to do as they order. These types of leaders do not typically take suggestions from others. This particular style of leadership can be effective and successful in specific situations only, such as during crisis. In normal situations, this style can affect the workplace negatively by lowering employee morale and contributing to employee turnover. These are value level 3 category leaders. 99% of the beauty departments here I've worked for, say Myers, David Jones, or other places, most of them are ladies, in the middle management or even the higher management or counter managers positions, all follow autocratic style. Many. Hence, the staff turnover is very high due to the low employee morale in these places. They may have one counter manager for each brand, and then they'll have at least 5 to 6 casuals, or like different from through agencies. I was a traveler, so I was one of the casual staff before. So they may have, and what happens is, and they'll have just one permanent staff, a few here and there who will be managing. It'll be more so casual staff working in these places, and I was, as I said, one among them. Now, I have, when being a casual, it's a very different environment, situation. When you're working through an agency, you go there, you do your job and you leave. But when you become part of the team with these departments, or you find a position or become a permanent staff, it is very different. The environment, it changes, because I got the counter manager's position, and what happened is the person in the middle management, the one above me, was a typical autocratic style. Amazing. She was 3, I'm level 5. Absolutely, our values just couldn't work. Now, you may ask me why, I'm being a coach, I could have handled and dealt, but that's not my job. You can't handle someone who doesn't want to listen to start off with, and your values are very different. If two people's values are very different, and what these level 3 managers do is they'll go to the core, even lying to an extent to ruin the other person, and that's happened. I've seen that. In 2 weeks, I was there for 2 weeks. So I have seen that, and I decided to leave because no matter what I do, their values are different to my values. The way I think, I do things with business as an entrepreneur and deal with people and customers is very different. And what I realized is I can never keep them happy. So it was for me to make that quick decision and move on, rather than stay there, waste all my energy, get absolute nil, what can you say? My morale, my self-esteem would have gone really low, and I wouldn't be able to handle that because my personality is different. So I'm not a coach there, so they are in higher level. So for me to deal with them, and whatever I do will be like I'm wrong, unless the leader itself is a good leader and sees it differently, then it's easy to explain and have a rapport and discuss things. But if the person is aristocratic, has got the autocratic style, you can't. You do what they tell you to do. You sit where they tell you to sit. You stand where that's how it was for 2 weeks. And I said, oh my God, I resigned. I had to resign. But I'm so happy. Anyway, having done that, I loved my job. I loved it, and that's why I took that role. But there's no way I can work for an autocratic style leader. So these type of leaders do not typically take suggestions from others. Their particular style of leadership can be effective, as said, and successful in those situations like crisis. But in normal situations, these style can affect the workplace negatively by lowering employee morale and contributing to employee turnover. And that's what has been happening. So now,